Right, guys, I know we've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds lately, but let's get this Hearthstone tier list done.
Speak for yourself, Barack. I've been on that top 100 legend grind.
I bet you still play Classic, you absolute dinosaur.
I've been hitting legend with Ramp Druid and Classic ever since release. Never gets old.
Classic is the most boring game mode I've ever played. Half the cards have no text, and they're all weak as fuck.
Weak as fuck? Do you know how many of those cards have been nerfed, you idiot?
All right, guys, chill out. Let's get this thing started. Demon Hunter, the second most recent class added to the game, really spiced things up, didn't it?
Spice things up? More like ruin the game. I've never seen one single class have so many OP cards. When it came out, I switched to Arena for a solid 2 months until all that crap got tuned down.
What are you talking about, Joe? Did you even play Demon Hunter on release? I bet you didn't even play it, did you? Just as I thought. You're so stubborn, it's ridiculous. You really missed out. Definitely one of the most fun aggro decks the game has ever had.
Most fun? The class has no board interaction and just kills you with their face.
Exactly. Great class. Easy A tier.
Are you out of your mind? It is straight F tier, the worst class in the game.
I'm going to have to side with Joe here. I think Demon Hunter has been fairly one-dimensional and hasn't had the range of archetypes as some of the other classes. F is maybe a little harsh, but it's a C for me.
You guys are clueless. As it isn't one of the original classes, Joe was never going to rate it highly, but I expected better from you, Barack.
It's going in C.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, next we've got Druid.
Wait, this tier list doesn't even have Death Knight.
Just leave Death Knight. It's been in the game for 2 seconds.
Yeah, just leave it. It'll mean I have to listen to one less terrible Joe opinion.
It would have been A.
Oh my God, see what I mean?
Yeah, pretty awful take by you there, Joe, but anyway, we'll leave it out. Druid it is. The OG of ramp and excess mana, king of big minions and token synergies, has also had one of my personal favorite decks, the Malagos OTK. With the wide range of decks it has had and its long-term standing as one of the strongest classes, it's got to be an S.
Steady on there, Barack. Don't get me wrong, I love Ramp Druid. Always have, always will. But the lack of AoE and hard removal mean it's an A for me.
Oh yeah, there's nothing better than being on turn 2 and your opponent has 15 mana, a full board, and has drawn half their deck.
Talk about exaggeration.
That has literally happened in my games about 50 times.
You sound pretty salty there, Donald.
I've dabbled in Token Druid, and it has got me a few turn 3 wins in the past, which was great, but overall the class is dumb as fuck. Also way too many taunts. Way too many. They basically build a wall.
Sounds right up your alley.
Shut up, Sleepy Joe.
All right, I'll put it in A. Next up, Hunter.
Incredible class.
Oh boy.
Easiest S of my life.
How can a class that has literally no control tools be S? The class does one thing.
One thing? You can go face with minions, kill them with spells, or smash them with weapons. That's 3 things right there. Everybody knows that face is the place, and no one does it better than Hunter.
Arguably, a lot of the best aggro decks have been from other classes. Demon Hunter, Secret Paladin, Aggro Shaman.
Some great decks there, Barack. Some really great decks. But Hunter is the original aggro. Back in Nax, I was crushing everybody. Plus, Rexar is the most badass character in the entire Warcraft universe.
Rexar is pretty cool, I won't deny that, but Hunter is B at best. Personally, I would say C.
Animal Companion is the best card of all time. There is nothing more satisfying than rolling a Huffer and going face.
Misha is way better than Huffer.
Nope.
And you know it.
Personally, I'm more of a Leok guy myself.
What the fuck, Barack? Literally no one likes Leok.
Joe is right for once. No true Hunter main has ever rolled a Leok and been happy about it. I could have 6 minions on board and I would still rather roll Huffer.
Donald, that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It is strictly worse.
You wouldn't understand. Your opinions are strictly worse than mine, you dumbass.
Put it in C, Barack.
SSS.
All right, we'll go with B. Let's move on.
For fuck's sake, what are you doing, you absolute moron?
Mage is up next. Includes 2 of my favorite decks ever in Freeze Mage and Reno Mage. Both require much planning and adapting to each game to get the win. Freeze Mage is actually my second favorite deck of all time.
Freeze Mage was stupid as hell. I would just armor up 10 times in a row and you would lose.
Yeah, I would just kill you by turn 6. The deck wasn't even good.
Actually, it had a way of beating every deck. You just had to play to your outs and know what you're doing. Clearly, you 2 never put in the hours to learn the intricacies.
Intricacy my ass, Barack. OTK decks have and always will be bad for the game. Freeze Mage wasn't even a good OTK deck. You literally had to draw Alexstrasza by turn 9. It was more of a 2-turn kill. Everyone knew what you were trying to do, and it was easy to play around. Bad deck.
Preach.
OTK decks are some of the most fun, but also difficult to play.
More like most boring, but also boring to play.
Oh my lord, Joe's spitting facts right now. Before Mana Worm was nerfed, I enjoyed Tempo Mage, but since then, Mage has no good minions whatsoever.
Mage has plenty of good minions.
I'm not sure what universe you're living in, Barack, but Mage has dog shit minions. Also, secrets are just annoying and make every game they're in worse. Which will get countered this time, my spell or my minion?
Well, that's a bad take there, Joe. So bad. Explosive and Freezing Trap are incredibly
We're talking about Mage
cards.
here, Donald. They're Hunter secrets.
Yeah, I'll agree that Mage secrets are dumb as fuck, but the Hunter secrets will always have a special place in my heart.
Mage is an S-tier class, guys.
Don't even think about putting it in S,
S,
Barack.
I'm leaving right now.
B for me.
C over here.
All right, I'll go for A, but this feels so wrong.
You want to know what feels wrong? Ice Block. Stupidest shit I've ever seen. I top deck lethal and then it isn't even lethal. Absolute scam of a card. Literally the only good card in Freeze Mage, by the way. And by good, I mean stupidly overpowered, not well designed or balanced.
Whatever. Paladin time. Has had a good variety of aggro and control decks with the odd OTK here and there.
Paladin is an S for me. Comboing Equality with Consecration and Wild Pyromancer was the most satisfying board clear back in the day.
Paladin is also an S for me, but for different reasons. Secret Paladin had one of the best curves
Secret
to ever
Paladin was
exist.
one of the worst things that
Minibot,
ever happened to the
Muster
game.
for Battle, Shredder, Sludge Belcher, Mysterious Challenger, and Dr. Boom. A thing of beauty. I'm actually getting hard thinking about it.
Donald, that's disgusting. I have to agree with Joe on the whole equality thing. It was such a vital card, and you had to play it at just the right time. I would personally put Paladin in A, but if you two agree with S, I guess it has to go there. Also, Tyrion is one of the all-time strongest legendaries.
Horrendous
Not
take.
far behind my favorite legendary, Malagos.
The best legendary is a close call between Patches and Leroy.
You are literal scum, Donald. Joe, what's your favorite legendary? Joe? Hello? Did he disconnect?
Probably died. All right, I'm out, suckers.
God damn it. All right, we'll pick this back up tomorrow.